It was a chilly morning in a small town where the roads were still wet from last night's rain. A single father, Armin, was rushing to get his 8-year-old daughter, Noor, ready for school. His life wasn't easy, between juggling his small garage work and raising his daughter alone after losing his wife years ago. Every day was a battle. But he never let Noor see his struggles, he only showed her his smile. That morning, after dropping Noor at school, he headed to the garage, his hands already rough and oily from years of fixing engines. Just as he was locking up, a sleek black motorbike stopped in front of him. The bike was beautiful, clearly expensive, but the woman riding it looked frustrated. She was young, dressed casually in jeans and a jacket, and her eyes carried a weight of hidden loneliness. "Excuse me," she said, her voice soft but anxious. "My bike broke down. Can you help me?" Armin nodded instantly, wiping his hands. For him, helping was natural. He didn't know her, didn't ask questions, just rolled up his sleeves and got to work. What Armin didn't know was that this woman was Zara Khan, the daughter of one of the richest business tycoons in the country. Despite her billionaire background, she had grown tired of people pretending to like her for her money. She had left her luxurious world behind for a while, traveling alone, searching for something real, perhaps even love. And here she was, standing in front of a man who treated her like any other person, not a billionaire heiress. As Armin worked on her bike, Zara watched him closely. His hands moved with skill, his face calm, his heart clearly humble. Noor returned from school later that day and ran into her father's arms, hugging him with all the joy in her small heart. Zara's eyes softened. She saw the way Armin lived for his daughter, the way he smiled despite his simple life. That night, she couldn't stop thinking about the mechanic who fixed her bike without asking for anything in return. Over the next few days, Zara kept finding excuses to come back. Sometimes her bike broke down. Sometimes she just stopped by to ask silly questions about engines. Armin laughed at her curiosity, never suspecting her true identity. Noor, on the other hand, grew fond of Zara quickly. She told her school stories, shared her drawings, and one day even whispered, "I wish you could be my friend forever." Zara's heart cracked open. She had always had money but never genuine connections like this. But soon, the truth became harder to hide. One evening, Armin accidentally caught a glimpse of a newspaper with Zara's face on it, an article calling her one of the most powerful businesswomen in the country. Shocked, he realized who she really was. When Zara returned the next day, Armin confronted her gently. "Why didn't you tell me?" he asked. Zara's eyes filled with tears. "Because everyone sees me as money. You saw me as a person." Armin was torn. His heart had unknowingly begun to care for her, but he feared their worlds were too different. He was a single father, barely making ends meet. She was a billionaire with everything at her fingertips. Yet Zara refused to walk away. She told him she wasn't searching for wealth, but for love, family, and truth. The very things she found in him and Noor. Their journey wasn't easy. Society whispered, people judged, and even Armin doubted himself. But Zara stayed, proving her love not through gifts, but by being there for him and Noor. She helped Noor with homework, cooked in their small kitchen, and even helped at the garage, laughing at her failed attempts. Slowly, Armin's walls crumbled. He realized love wasn't about wealth or class, it was about heart. In time, Zara introduced Armin and Noor to her world, not with pride, but with the hope of blending their lives. Instead of being overwhelmed, Armin stayed humble, teaching Noor that happiness isn't in riches, but in love and kindness. Together, they built a life where differences didn't divide them but made them stronger. The story ends with Zara watching Armin fix yet another bike while Noor plays nearby. She whispers to herself, "I searched the world for love, but love found me here, in the hands of a mechanic and in the heart of a little girl." And that's the lesson this story leaves us with. Love isn't about wealth or status, but about finding someone who sees your soul, accepts your struggles, and walks with you despite the odds. Hook for the viewers at the start. Imagine a billionaire searching everywhere for true love, only to find it in the most unexpected place, in the heart of a single father who fixed her broken motorbike. This is a story of kindness, struggle, and love that proves money can buy comfort, but never a real connection.